Welcome to the Month in Review briefing. This briefing will highlight the weather of October 2013, as well as the temperature and precipitation outlooks for the month of November 2013. This graphic is from the High Plains Regional Climate Center and shows the departure from normal temperatures for the month of October 2013. The time period for the normals is 1981 to 2010. A value of 0 would mean that the location reported a normal average temperature. The Pacific Northwest reported near to below normal temperatures for the month. Some locations in east central Oregon reported average temperatures 5 to 7 degrees below normal. This next graphic is also from the High Plains Regional Climate Center. This shows the percent of normal precipitation for the Northwest for the month of October 2013. A value of 100% means that the location reported their average monthly total precipitation. Most of the region reported well below normal precipitation values for October. Some locations in north central Oregon reported near normal precipitation for the month due to heavy rain showers from a couple weather systems during the month. Even with high pressure during portions of the month of October, much of the Pacific Northwest reported below normal average temperatures for the month. Good radiational cooling at night led to overnight temperatures that were on average cooler than normal for the month. Several weather stations reported October 2013 average monthly minimum temperatures in the top 5 coldest average monthly minimum temperatures for the month of October. La Grande, Oregon reported an average minimum temperature of 32.2 degrees. This was the 5th coldest average October minimum temperature on record. The coldest average minimum temperature for October is 30.5 degrees, set in 2002. A weather station 2 miles north of Madras, Oregon, reported an average minimum temperature of 32.5 degrees. This was the 5th coldest average October minimum temperature on record. The coldest average minimum temperature for October is 30.6 degrees, set in 1954. The weather station at the Pendleton Airport in Oregon reported an average minimum temperature of 36.3 degrees. This was the 5th coldest average October minimum temperature on record. The coldest average minimum temperature for October is 33.2 degrees, set in 1931. The Mount Adams Ranger Station in Washington reported an average minimum temperature of 29.7 degrees. This was the 4th coldest average October minimum temperature on record. The coldest average minimum temperature for October is 27.3 degrees, set in 2002. Long Creek, Oregon reported an average minimum temperature of 28.6 degrees. This was the 3rd coldest average October minimum temperature on record. The coldest average minimum temperature for October is 27.1 degrees, set in 2002. Meacham, Oregon reported an average minimum temperature of 27 degrees. This was the 3rd coldest average October minimum temperature on record. The coldest average minimum temperature for October is 22.1 degrees, set in 2002. The Dalles Airport reported an average minimum temperature of 38.1 degrees. This was the 3rd coldest average October minimum temperature on record. The coldest average minimum temperature for October is 37.7 degrees, set in 1972. John Day, Oregon reported an average minimum temperature of 28.3 degrees. This was the 2nd coldest average October minimum temperature on record. The coldest average minimum temperature for October is 27.9 degrees, set in 2002. Monument, Oregon reported an average minimum temperature of 28.9 degrees. This was the 2nd coldest average October minimum temperature on record. The coldest average minimum temperature for October is 25.7 degrees, set in 2002. Redmond, Oregon reported an average minimum temperature of 26.1 degrees. This was the 2nd coldest average October minimum temperature on record. The coldest average minimum temperature for October is 24.3 degrees, set in 2002. And Whitman, Mission reported 28.2 degrees for a monthly average minimum temperature. This was the coldest on record. The previous coldest October average minimum temperature was 29.2 degrees, set in 2002. John Day, Oregon reported an average monthly average temperature of 43.3 degrees. This was the coldest month of October on record. The previous coldest October on record was in 1969 with 44 degrees. And now we will turn our attention to the forecast for November 2013. This graphic is issued by the Climate Prediction Center, or CPC, and is the temperature outlook for the month of November. The cool colors indicate a greater chance of below normal temperatures, and the warm colors represent a greater chance of above normal temperatures. The time period for the normals runs from 1981 to 2010. Eastern Washington and Northeast Oregon are forecast to have a greater chance of below normal temperatures. Central Oregon is under what is called equal chances. This means that the probability of the most likely category cannot be determined, and the expected likelihood of above, below, or near normal temperatures doesn't differ from the climatological odds of 33.3% for each category. This graphic is CPC's precipitation outlook for the month of November. The green colors represent a greater chance of above normal precipitation, and the brown colors represent a greater chance of below normal precipitation. The Pacific Northwest is under an equal chance of below, near, and above normal precipitation for the month. Please keep in mind that these are probabilities of averages, and that the day-to-day weather will still vary for the month of November. This concludes our briefing. Please continue to visit National Weather Service web pages for the latest weather information, including watches, warnings, and advisories. Thank you for your time.